Hi, this is Razor Wire, and this is day 1 of a new Twin Flame series about signs. Today we're going to talk about animal signs, and we're going to break down this deck into 4 parts so that it doesn't get too long, but I'm using the Spirit Animal Oracle to help us. Okay, the first card we have here is Grasshopper Spirit, and grasshoppers encourage us to take a leap of faith. So if you're seeing grasshoppers, that it is encouraging you to trust your gut, to go with your instincts, to trust that Spirit has got your back, and to make that bold move forward. Then we have Hawk Spirit, and Hawk Spirit is let Spirit be your guide. So the universe communicates to us through signs and synchronicities, through repetition. So make sure that you are paying attention to those signs, because those signs are offering you guidance and reassurance along your journey, and we all need guidance and reassurance along the way. And if ever you are in doubt, it is perfectly okay to ask Spirit to send you some signs. And I'm sure that every one of you have signs that you associate with your particular journey. And I would really enjoy it if you could share some of the signs. We'll start with the animal signs that you see in your journey. What animal spirits are with you? Hawks in flight can also represent manifestation of your dreams. Your dreams are taking off. Hawks they have very keen vision, so they're very perceptive. So it's keeping your eyes open for the signs, remaining present. And then we have Deer Spirit, and that's bring a gentle touch. So this card is to remind you, or this animal is to remind you to be gentle with yourself and to be gentle with other people. This is a card about patience and sensitivity and compassion. Everybody has things that they're going through. They have struggles. And so this card is to remind you not to compare wounds, not to judge other people's reactions, but to be with them fully and in a compassionate, loving way, and to hear them out. And to take your time getting to know them and letting them open up in their own way and in their own time. And then we have Pig Spirit for use your mind wisely. And this card is about combining your intuition with your rational thinking mind. And it is about awareness and clarity of thought. It is about trusting in your own judgment and in your own intelligence, trusting that you will make good decisions. This is about trying to make decisions which you know to be in your highest good whenever possible, and to know that whatever happens, that you have the cleverness, the intelligence to get through it. Next we have Rhino Spirit, and this is about overcoming obstacles, right? Rhinos are huge creatures, often they're quite fearful creatures actually, so whenever they get scared they just kind of charge forward, knocking everything out of their path. So this is showing you that you have the power to overcome any obstacle that lies in your path, right? That the Spirit will help you clear those obstacles. Then we have Spider Spirit, and this is about making your dreams real. I like this card. It makes me think of like the connection between the 5D, between dreams and reality. So you are weaving dreams here into solid form, into reality. You are bringing things from the 5D down into the physical realm. So if you're seeing spiders, that's what that indicates. Next we have Starfish Spirit, and that is being open to infinite possibilities, right? This is to remind you not to limit yourself. The only limitations really that exist are those that we place upon ourselves. So don't let yourself be limited by, the stories of your past, by your history, by society, and, to keep yourself as open as possible, and to know that anything is in fact possible on this journey. And then we have Koala Spirit here, and this is Spirit has a plan. So even if you can't see it in the 3D, even if nothing has manifested in the 3D yet, and nothing tangible, this is trusting that Spirit has a plan, that everything is working out exactly as it was meant to work out. And you might not see that now, but in retrospect, in hindsight, you'll be able to look back and you'll be able to understand the reason why it happened the way that it did, because it was, you had to grow, you had to learn certain lessons. All right, next we have the White Raven, and this is trust in the magic, right? So this is a magical journey. For me, one of the things before I met my twin that I asked for in a prayer was magic. I said, I just can't bear to live in a world where magic doesn't exist, where it's, where the ego is all that we can ever know of the world. And this is a reminder that there is magic in this world, that there is an unseen world, that things are happening, behind the scenes, that there are greater forces at work. That life itself is full of magic, that we are magical, and that we are also divine beings capable of manifesting and creating our reality. And then we have Whale Spirit, and that is trust the great mystery. So whales live deep, deep in the ocean. So this is about diving deep. It's about what's happening beneath the surface. So we have the ego, which is kind of the surface. We have our senses, which sort of is where the ego gets, much of its input. But there is layers beyond that, beyond what we see. And it's about trusting that, trusting that the divine has your back, trusting that things are working out as they should work out. Whales, for such large creatures, are quite, there's so much we don't know about them. I think like the blue whale is the largest, it is the largest mammal, but, or any animal. Sorry, I'm rambling. And there's still so little that we know about it, and that is just astounding to me, that this humongous creature, this amazing creature, and we know so little about its life and what it does. And this is, reminds us that there is so much going on that we don't see, in the lives of our twins. Like when we're like looking at social media, that's kind of what they are projecting. That is what they want you to see. But there is so much going on beneath the surface of that person, and beneath the surface of everyone, and so much more to their lives than what we are seeing through social media. The next card is Buffalo Spirit, and the abundant universe will provide. So you're saying that the universe is an abundant place, and that all of your needs can be met. This card is letting you know that you deserve that abundance, and that Spirit wants to give you the life that you deserve, the life that you long for. That Spirit is actually offering that life to you. All you have to do is accept and allow that. Then we have the Panthers Spirit, and it says reclaim your power. I like the Panther Spirit because the Panther Spirit is all about following your instincts, kind of your animal gut instincts, The panther, you know, is kind of lives in the shadows, you know, but it's this powerful, you know, huntress or hunter. And this is talking about, you know, that we are powerful, and that, you know, we are stronger and more resilient than we know. We are more capable than we know, and we have, you know, instincts for a reason. You know, those instincts are there for a reason. You know, this is about trusting your own map, you know, finding your own path, making your own way in the world. And then we have the Wombat Spirit, and that is be at home. And I like this expression that you are, wherever you are is home. You know, so this is about being comfortable in your own skin. This is about being comfortable in the world, being comfortable with uncertainty. This is about, you know, recognizing that you and your twin are always together, that you are each other's home, and that you live inside of each other, so that you always have that connection, that sense of home. You know, this is about being at home within yourself. This is about the life that you create for yourself, your home life. And then we have the dog spirit, and a lot of you will see dogs on the journey. I think at dogs we know already that they represent companionship and loyalty and devotion. But one thing I really like about dogs is there is really no animal that expresses joy, you know, more effectively than a dog. I mean, have you ever seen how happy a dog is when their owner comes home from work? I mean, they're absolutely over the moon. And so I also feel that dogs can represent that sort of childish joy, that, you know, excitement for life. You know, that just getting excited for each other, you know, in your relationships with other people, that enthusiasm to be together, to have connections with other people. And then we have the ant spirit, and that's time to collaborate. And, you know, ants, they work together. You know, they each have a specific function within their society, and they work together for the good of the whole. You know, so everything that happens behind the scenes, you know, all your spirits, spirit guides, your higher self, source, they're all working behind the scenes for your highest good. They're all collaborating together for your highest good. And, you know, this is also showing you that it's okay. It's absolutely okay to ask for help and for guidance. And you may find comforts, you know, in joining twin flame groups, or, you know, watching videos like this where you feel like you are a part of something, like you can speak with people who have similar experiences and similar philosophies and are of a like mind, and you can exchange, you know, information and share stories, and in that way, you know, you can grow together. And then we have the Dolphin Spirit, and it says this and that are true. And that makes me think of the Taoist saying, of itself so. And this is about allowing things to be without placing judgments on them. It's about understanding that everyone and everything is connected and interlinked. It is about not labeling things as good or bad, but understanding, you know, that everything is neutral. And this is about having curiosity to learn, you know, about the world, to experience the world. And this is about experiencing the world without the limitations of ego as much as possible, without all of that judgment and that sense of separation. This is about allowing others to be fully who they are, and to allow yourself also the possibility to be fully who you are, and to not label the qualities within yourself as good or bad, to know that they contain elements of both. That you contain multitudes. This is kind of like that yin-yang, the yin-yang symbol, where, you have a little bit of light within the darkness and a little bit of dark within the lightness. We are all things, and we are not, good or bad. We're not black or white. This is just about being open, fully open to the experience that you're having. And then we have the Coyote Spirit, and this is about trusting in divine detours. Sometimes you're tested on this journey, and sometimes things happen, and it feels like it's exactly the opposite of what you wanted to happen. You pray to Spirit for something, and you feel like what the answer you receive is the opposite. It's not what you wanted. Sometimes you might experience this when you're doing a tarot reading and you're asking a very specific question, and the cards are answering something completely different. And remember, these lessons are important, that you need these lessons. That Spirit is testing you to see if you're ready, to make sure that the thing that you're asking for, you are ready to accept into your life, that you've learned everything that you need to learn in order to get the most benefit from that, so that it won't harm you. Because sometimes the things that we wish for, you've heard that expression, be careful what you wish for. Well, sometimes we ask for things that are not in our highest good. We ask for things that harm us. Sometimes we attempt to settle. A lot of times this happens in the twin flame journey, where you know without any question in your mind that your divine counterpart is not ready. There is still healing, but you keep asking Spirit to bring them into your life right now, and you keep contacting them over and over again to start something up with them, to awaken them, to get the relationship moving, even though you know that they are not ready. And sometimes, even though you know that you are not ready, you're not fully healed, you're still being massively triggered by the things they do, and yet you keep trying to force the situation. And so this is about the triggers. These are the triggers. These are the things that test us. These are the obstacles, the things that grow us and prepare us. You've heard that expression, I'm sure, by now, that separation is preparation for union. And that's what this card is all about. All right, well, that has been part 1 of this series, and I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing the second part. Please like and comment.